Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we will work on the logic required to do the winning, losing or draw game state. So inside handle user choice function, we will add some if else condition. Okay, so here I'll say if chosen choice dot name equals to rock and computer choice dot name is equal to paper. If this condition, if both the condition are true, then set game state to lose. Okay, and then we can say set losses, and inside this round brackets we can do losses plus 1. But if you are using a number from state from a previous state and you want to use that to update current state, so you have to use the function way. So here I'll say losses, and here I need an arrow function. Okay, so that it actually says okay, take care the previous value of losses and do losses plus 1. So now we need to check all the conditions. Okay, so here this code can be too long. Okay, so we need to check all the condition. So to avoid that, I have come up with a solution. Okay, so let me remove this. This is not required. So let me hit an enter here. So the solution is we will add one more property inside choices array. Okay, inside this object I will add one more property, which is losses 2, and here we can give the id. Okay, so rock is going to lose to paper, so here I'll say 2. Okay, then here I'll say losses 2, and paper is going to lose to Caesar, so the Caesar id is 3, so I'll say 3. Okay, and then the last one Caesar, and Caesar is going to lose to rock. Okay, so here I'll say losses 2 and rock id is 1, so I'll say 1. Okay, let me save this file. Now let's go down here and let's remove this condition. This is not required, and I'll say if chosen choice dot losses 2, that is equal to computer choice dot id. Okay, if this condition is true, then let me add a comment lose. Okay, and then here I'll say else if computer choice dot losses 2 is equal to chosen choice dot id. So if this is true, then it will be a win. And then the last one, else if computer choice dot id, that is equal to chosen choice dot id. If this condition is true, then it will be a draw. So now here I'll say set game state to lose. Okay, and here I'll say set game state, and here we need win, and the last one is draw, so set game state, and here I'll say draw. Let me save this, and then here we can say set losses, and inside this round brackets I'll say losses and arrow function losses plus 1, and here I say set wins, and inside the round brackets I'll say wins and arrow function wins plus 1. Okay, let me save this. Now we are done. Okay, so now we are all set, so let's delete this. This is not required. Let me save this, and now let's try it out. So let's go to the browser. So let me refresh it. So let me click on this. So it says you won, but it should be a draw. This is happening because still this is hard coded. So here, as you can see, this is still hard coded. So we need to remove this, and here inside the curly braces I will say game state. Sorry, game state. Okay, let me save this. Now it says it's a draw. Let me refresh it, and if I select this one, it says win. Okay, so this is working fine. If I refresh, so it says it's a loss. This is also working fine. It's a draw. It's a draw. This is a win. Okay, so it is looking better now. But now one thing, we need a reset button. Okay, so let's work on that. So what we can do is, so before that, let me do one more thing. So Where were we? Where is the p tag? Okay, here, let me comment out this and we can add some conditions. So here we can say game state. So if this is equal to win, okay, if this condition is true, this is a short circuit. So here I'll say P, and inside the P tag, I'll say congrats, you won. Okay, and let me copy this and I'll paste it twice. So if the game state is lose, so if the game state is lose, then we can say you lost. Okay, and the last one is if the game state is draw, then here we can say you drew. Okay, DREW. Let me save this. So let me refresh it and let's try it again. So if I click here, so it says you lost. Okay, you lost, you drew, and let's, okay, you lost, you lost. Why we are not winning? Congrats, you won. Okay, so this is working fine. Now the last thing is we need to see how to restart the game. So we will add a button. So where are we going to add the button? So after this div, okay, here, okay, after this div, let's add a button. So here I'll say button, and inside I'll say play again, and inside this I'll take an on click event. So on click, that is going to be an arrow function, and here I'll say restart game. Okay, this is a function which we need to create. So let's copy this. If I save this, this will have a problem because restart game is not defined. We have not created this function. So let's copy this, and here at the top, okay, I'll just create a function with the name restart game, and inside this function I'll just copy this, okay, and I'll paste it here. Okay, we require this, and here I'll say set. I think this also we required, so let me copy this and I'll paste it, and now here I'll say set game state to null. Okay, and here I'll say set user choice to null. Okay, let me save this. So this is done. If I click here, so it says play again. Something is not proper. Let me see. I think this play button, sorry, this button should be after this div, I guess. So let me cut this out, paste it here. So this is not working good. So let me add one more div, a parent div here. Okay, and here also I will add a closing div. Now let's paste it here, save it. Okay, now it is looking fine. Okay, so please add a parent div before this div. So this is working fine. If I click on this, so now congrats, you won. And if I click here, so you can play it again. If I click here, play again, click here, play again. So it is working fine. Okay, this is looking much better. Now this code is repetitive. Okay, so this one is a repetitive code. So here, let me copy this function. So instead of this code, I'll just paste this function. Okay, let me save this. Now let's check in the browser. Click here. So this is working fine. So yes, everything is working fine. So we have successfully completed the application. So I hope you like this project. So this is it for this project, and I'll see you in the next project. Till then, take care and bye bye.